Whoops. Here we are. Whoops, hold on. Just gotta fix a few things here. It doesn't... Hey, Vape, what's up? Hold on, I got a technical problem again. Yeah, all right. Let's get this shit done. Boop. Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, there we go. I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
I must have screwed something up.
These things occur.
I don't know. Yeah, I could fix it now, but I didn't change anything with the voice chat. It just wouldn't let me do it.
Don't know, man.
I don't know. It's the work of Lucifer.
Basically, yeah.
There could be no other reason.
That's all I got.
I wonder if I'm using the right shader. You barely see the smoke trails. Oh, and they're showing up in the reflections.
Neat.
Now, I'd be giving Rambozo too much credit.
Haha.
Okay, well, they're showing... I gotta do something. What shader does that fucking use? Bing, RGFX, API. Oh, no, it's in a CMP. Lighten. Why would I do that? Color times equals 0.1? No wonder it's so... Must have been doing a test or something.
You fool.
You fool. You don't know the power of the dark side.
Truly, I do not.
Well, let me tell you, it's a bunch of simple tricks and nonsense. Yeah, I was going to do it now, but another thing I got to do is where I can press a button and it mutes everybody in case something comes
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Oh, sea lion. I should have. I was looking at this. The animation code is probably the simplest APIs of all, and I started with enemy, which is probably the most messy and the most, you know.
Yeah.
There we go. That looks very cartoony. Maybe a little too harsh. I think now I see why I had the move thing. Are you watching the stream by any chance?
Yeah.
Here, check this out. I mean, this, I don't know. Another one of these crazy things is like, why did I do this? This is the old DOS code. So switch lib adir, which is could be 0, +1, or -1, right? So if it's 0, it doesn't do anything.
So that's the animation direction. So
The movement on the screen, like up or down. So here I am, move down, ++, that makes sense on the old view coordinates, and move up. But then here I go, I got a lookup table that does the same exact thing, so I'm doing it twice.
Hmm.
I hate stuff like that. Like, it's like... So, something I gotta mimic this shit. So which one am I playing now? I am playing... Yeah, move down. So I bet if I put a, just for a hack at the moment, her dot go dot transform dot position dot y plus equals, holy Jesus. Oh yeah, I can. I just didn't want to do it right now. I wasted enough, had enough problems today to deal with. I mean, I already got it for me. Like I could mute me, but I could make it where I could mute everybody.
Sorry, cat knocking shit over.
It's all part of their plan. It seems
This one does not have a plan.
So I'm betting I have to do speed 2 because it was doing it twice in the old code, which I hate. Having to redo stupid mistakes on purpose because it has to be like that in the game.
Yeah.
That don't look right either. In fact, that looks positively hideous. Oh, I did it in the wrong one. I am not liking these smoke trails at all. I don't even think that looks like the original one. I mean, yes, they're a little brighter right now for the time being, but... Got to be wrong. Shot stats. One 116. Now I got to do it with the audio inputs and OBS and stuff like that because say we had to talk about something or something that I don't know, little privacy thing, or if somebody blurts out something they shouldn't be saying in live. Scott's bank account password is Rambozo. Oh, this is not cool. So it looks like in the original code, it used to do it every frame, so now I got to release the smoke at smoke time. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I never set it to 0? But shot smoke time plus equals if shot smoke time is greater or equal to 1.0. That should be the right. Smoke time equals 0. I was way overthinking that. It's looking a little better, but it still looks... doesn't look like it did in the original. That's for shorten. Oh wait, where's my Discord? I gotta load up the original Raptor.
Good old original Raptor.
Oh yeah, the smoke trails kind of move upward. Doesn't make sense. Where'd my cursor go?
It's so annoying.
It's closer. Hey, Vape, are you there? Check your DMs.
Classic Vape, not checking his DMs.
It don't look right. Okay, what am I missing here? There's something I'm not replicating from the original. Fuck. I get this like weird twisted feeling when I have to deal with the problems of the old code.
All those sins you thought you'd never have to pay for.
I know. Okay, you're gonna do a lot of steering today at the old DOS code. And then if it's on the ground, I add another to the Y. Aider. -1. Why would I do that twice. I can't imagine my thinking. It's the dumbest thing in the world. If I wanted to move 2 frames, I could have just added it to the array, but I got a switch statement and the array.
That is certainly a choice.
Yeah. I like both ways. I just want to,
One or the other, maybe.
I don't want to hurt the other guy's feelings.
Yeah. Hey, you want to confirm something for me?
Sure.
Flashing spots in your vision, normal, right?
I think that could mean retinal detachment.
Seems unlikely, but...
Well, yeah, I looked it up before because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I close my eyes and I can see like, it's almost like a circle around the outer perimeter of my vision. Like I can see like flashes. But I've had that for like 20 years. I mean, more. Like now, let's see. No, nothing. No, it's all black. Why? You got flashes?
Yeah.
Could be a tumor. Retinal detachment.
Yeah?
Poisoning.
Good old Scott WebMD host.
I'm just making shit up. I mean, I read the retinal detachment already. Oh God! I just really passed this part where I'm redoing the old code. My God, it's the most painful thing in the universe. All right, this is the one. Whoa! Why am I going +4? Oh, move up. Okay. The second one is true. And the second option is player flag. Follow player movements. That don't seem right. Oh no, shots. A small smoke down. It's 11. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I got the... Why would the smoke follow the player? That doesn't make sense. I mean, once the missiles are launched, they're kind of on their own. Don't follow the player.
That looks.
You know what I do? I should put the new game down to 24 frames a second, so it's more of a.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. No, it doesn't look right. They're bunched up like. I mean, it's like, you know, it's evenly spaced now.
Well, technically, they shouldn't even be following the missile.
No, I know. Yeah, it looks totally fake.
Yeah. Like they should basically be emitted and then waft.
Yeah, that's what I did first. It looked fake. Yeah. But I think before I was doing the -1 because, I mean, it was view coordinates. So to make it follow the whatever. And if I had a... Oh, this is going to be so hard to mimic.
Like it has the same velocity as the missile when it's emitted, and then it starts to lose speed over time.
Yeah.
That's the tough bit to model.
Well, right now, this is not... The new effects are going to be like particles and stuff. This has got to mimic the old... This is for classic mode, really.
Yeah.
That whole... Oh, it's just such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'll probably have to put some kind of like weird, simple like physics thing in there when I make a particle thing for that. Like a start, you know, momentum, and then have it fall off or whatever.
What the shit?
There's something else going on. I gotta make this run in slow motion. I've done this before. What did I do? Oh, I know. Never Our Time, that's it. Stupid name. Welcome back. If I made this just 8 frames, I think that would do it. That changed everything. It didn't quite work.
You fool.
It's gonna make me sick. It's probably because just make everything 24 again. Ooh, that Actually looks more like it when it's 24 frames a second. So what is going on? I mean, it's a little harsher additive, but oh, I hate problems like this. Well, I know I can see one problem already. I'm starting it at the end of the missile, not now. I'm starting at the middle of it. So
What the fuck?
what? One of the missiles is okay, but the other one isn't? What? Well, let me just recompile everything to make sure. I know, with the old way that the smoke trails looked right before I turned everything to world coordinates. You look at it, the left one, the smoke is on the middle of the missile. The right one, it's on the bottom of it.
Yeah, that vertical alignment isn't right.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, this, you know, the actual, this routine doesn't know left from right. I mean, how is it doing it to one but not the other?
Yeah.
What the hell? Hold on, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna hard code a value.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Right. Boop bada boop bop. All right, I know what I'm doing. I'm not setting some variable because now it's right. Huh? It's setting it right here. Every time the guy shoots. Oh my gosh. I know why. This makes sense. I'm not setting it when it gets the other side. That makes perfect sense. how does that stuff get unaligned? You must have the tabs different in C-Line or something. So everyone with 2 shots makes total sense. The fuck? Yeah, everything's good. I think I didn't change the code now. Oh, I did. Yeah. Shot stats. Go. Dot. Height.
See if that appeases the world's most annoying cat.
I found out what the problem was.
What was the problem?
It's stupid. So I got the new game object thing, right? And I didn't want to go through and rewrite everything and make it like, everything like a class hierarchy thing. So I just attached a game object to everything. Well, I set initted the game object when I got the first shot at the top, but some things got two shots. So I get another object from the pool, but I never called the init on the game object thing for the second one.
Ah, yes.
Which
classic blunders.
Yeah. You fell victim for one of the classic blunders. The first has never started a land war in Asia. It's like slightly less known as this. If you're using a linkless pooling system. Let's put this back to 240.
Yeah, baby. Where are my shaders at?
See, at the higher, I'm calculating something wrong. So at the higher frame rate, it doesn't look right.
Jojo Browns, yes. Correct. Why? Yeah.
Yeah, I had to add another pass because remember I was drawing the I draw the sprites first, then the ground. So anything with transparency, I add another pass to because transparency's got to be done after everything's drawn.
Yeah.
But that works, so that's one of the things I like about BGF. It's so easy to like change the inner workings of everything in like 5 minutes, compared to like Unity, where you have to write your own rendering pipeline.
Yeah, that's such a pain in the goddamn ass.
Let's take this out. Oh, wait. Since it's moving, one might be the trick. No. Yeah, if a missile, say, going, I mean, just pull numbers out of my ass. I mean, like, for simplicity's sake, say a missile is going 100 miles an hour. If it's at its maximum speed, the thrust would be the opposite of that, wouldn't it? So the smoke would stand still after it came out.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, so while it's accelerating, it would be moving. The smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't change a damn thing. It's not releasing it right. The countdown is wrong or something. Shots. Here, let's just call it every frame and see what it looks like. You're trying random things to figure out what the hell I was thinking 27 years ago. It really turns out to be... Whoa, there we go. It's not it. It's laying down so many smoke trails, I'm running out of objects in the pool. Alrighty then. Just for shit giggles. I mean, if 1 divided by 2, or, yeah, 1 divided by 240. Wait, where's smoke time defined? Oh, it is a double, okay. I think I know what's wrong, and it has nothing to do with this. I think the frame rate is wrong.
Would certainly do it.
Curve frame. I'll just be a casting again. What am I doing wrong? That's not it either. Search, find it. Oh, I bet you Anims Think. Watch Anims Think will be getting called multiple times. That would explain it.
That is, I think, literally one of the classic blunders.
No, I don't see it being called anywhere else. Fixed update high, that's right. It's being called here, but that's in an old code. Nope, that's not it. Go back to the old code. Oh no, Anims. Anims, let's see. Item equals item plus cur frame. Oh, I could see it being one frame off, but that's not enough. Of it all. I see some of my logic here. Get it done. I mean, it's obviously I'm calculating something wrong with the timing, because when I slow it down to 24 frames a second, it looks right.
Are they spawning ahead of the missile?
It shouldn't be. Here, I'll run it again. I can't see it so fast. I know. Here, I didn't even think about this. Shot. I'll slow that shot down. Forgot what. Wait, missile pods. One of them is going to go slow now.
Thought those were the air-to-air missiles.
No, it's missile pods. It didn't change anything. What the hell? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. It could be going insane. Why wouldn't that change anything? Oh, one. Shh. One is like super fast, and it's like. Actually, I could just type it out. 1.0 divided by 240.0. Now, one of the missiles should go really slow. Okay, I'm at a loss. What the hell is going on here? Oh, the max speed. That's why it's not changing. Forgot the acceleration. Dum 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 dum. Oh no! Wow, here's a mistake too. It should be curd at speed. Why am I keeping track of that twice? Oh, because it's additive, okay. Cure. The only cure is more cowbell.
I wish that would cure my problems.
Here, let's go in really slow. Building up momentum. It's definitely below it.
Okay. That jittering is interesting.
Well, it's because it's moving fractionally, and that's the aspect ratio thing.
Right. This is very funny to watch. Thank you for this.
At this rate, you launch this. You have this bomb. If you launch it at the beginning of the level, it doesn't
hit the boss.
Yeah.
Presumably, it'll eventually pop at another smoke cloud.
What?
Presumably, it'll eventually pop at another smoke cloud, or is that all of them bunched up there?
That's all of them bunched up. And that's another reason it's flickering. You got these little old low frame animations playing over each other.
Right.
In the additive blend mode.
Yeah. Classic. Holy shit, it built.
I think I just found the bug, actually.
Oh.
Move. No, this might have a little bit to do with it. No, that shouldn't make any difference. Yeah, why am I storing the speed twice? I did some crazy ass shit. Oh, I know, because before I didn't have the game object thing, and it's doing all the acceleration and everything in there now. So I don't need some of the other fucking variables now. I'm consolidating. And actually, let's see the old shots. Smoke trail. Down, move. Smoke. Smoky dokey.
Smoky doke.
Oh, here. Shot plus Y plus height, basically. That's half height. Shift over 1 bit. That's times 2, right? Which would be the full height. Ah, but Indy. The old Raptor, everything was based off the corner. Everything's based off the center now.
Moving based on height, though, it should still be the same. Or is the problem that they're offset?
Hold on. There was so much. I mean, you saw the enemy stuff where it's like some, I'm translating it from center to corner, like over, back and forth. God knows what the old code's doing. What was it? So if it's at the center, I think I would only want to move it to half height. Better Wi-Fi, you mean better internet, right? I can't wait to get to the part where I'm actually putting like particle effects in and making the weapons look like, like real like flame coming out, like like a particle effect where it's like flame and then it turns into black smoke kind of thing.
Yeah.
And explosions like that too. I wonder how many particles they'll throw at it. I'm hoping like minimum 1 billion. No, really, I hope I can get at least like, 10, 20,000 particles.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem.
To be so cool. I mean, say something blows up. First you see the light and the clouds and everything's lighting up each other. Then it's basically like, smoke left over and then you fly through that,
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if you could fly through it and, like when in real life, when like a plane flies through smoke, it swirls around in circles.
Yeah.
I mean, not just it'd be that complicated because you're probably getting into like fluid dynamics or something. But I mean, just something, simple, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, you could 100% write a whole fluid sim for that if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
I'm more in the simple tricks and nonsense and stuff that's fast.
Yes.
There's always a way.
That's
I mean, yeah, there's a way of
that's
doing
the
it
correct
realistically. What?
That's the correct answer, yeah.
Yeah, but then there's a way to get 90% of the look by tricks.
Yeah. Yeah, you do the cheap, fast thing that looks close enough.
Hold on a second. Hold on, be right back.
Yeah.
Smell bad. Yeah, I've been thinking about those stand-up desks a lot lately.
Nice to have.
I can feel especially in winter, because I can't ride my bike in winter. You can feel the weakness in your legs, like how like just walking up the stairs. It's like it's not as easy. Like like when you exercise a lot, it feels like you're almost like Superman going up the stairs.
Yeah.
I try to do like squats every morning. I got this little like pedal thing when I watch TV at night. It doesn't really do that much. I don't think it's this. The anims. It's whatever the problem is, it's going to be something really stupid again. It always is. Like, oh, I forgot to do this. I don't know why originally this particular effect was based off the player. Which one's 11? Here, 11. False true. Player flag is true on this particular smoke thing. So I was doing the player center X plus. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't follow the player. Oh, we gotta do a... Oh, shit, the Rambozo thing don't work.
You fool.
Here it goes, I'll do it manually. Yeah, I redid the scenes. I screwed up everything on my Stream Deck.
Can't believe you've done this.
The what?
I can't believe you've done this.
Well, you saw the new look. I remade the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I got you broke a lot of the connections to my Stream Deck.
Just giving you shit.
Okay. It's funny because I usually crack a joke at somebody else and they start explaining it. Rambo, you don't know who Rambozo is, Juggernaut? Juggernaut, you're in the Discord channel, right? Who it is. No, why Rambozo question mark? Why would I do this? Yeah. My arch enemy.
Nemesis.
No, I was just wondering why you put Rambozo question mark. Oh, like he was in the YouTube chat? Oh, okay. I tend to think things are more complicated than they are. I don't know where to go with this shit. I guess I could... No. Why would the player center X have to have anything to do with it? Let's dig deeper. It's like being a detective trying to solve a mystery that some idiot committed, a crime an idiot committed in 1970. So this is the function it was calling. Not doing anything crazy. Yeah, I kind of had a flashback why I doubled the variables. I believe back in the day, you know, doing like cur, which is a pointer, you know, minus greater than lib, minus greater than, you know, like down a big tree. It was faster, it generated better code. So just access it from the current object. You know what I mean? I think that's why it did all that crap. If that makes sense.
Would make sense.
Most of the stupid things I did actually are turning out to be speed reasons. Because back then, I mean, every little thing made a difference.
Yeah, it actually mattered.
I'm pretty sure the optimizations now would. They got so good to know to optimize that out. Why would I do that? I don't get it. It's got nothing to do with the player. double check that I'm not going insane. It's 11. It is. Small smoke down. Whoa. Oh my God. I'm looking at the wrong one. Look at this. Look at this numbering. 0, 1, 3, 4. That's probably the... I'm looking at the wrong... Yeah, it's filling up the array in order. These are out of order. Or at least these numbers here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it goes back 8, 9, 10, 11. Shit. And player X plus... I don't get this. I could load up that Visual Studio.emu version. Or Raptor Windows version, whatever the fucking... And step through the debugger and see what the fuck's going on. Doesn't make sense. Well, even so, if the player's standing still, it shouldn't make any difference, so that's not the problem. $200 is 400, 80, 80. This is interesting. When I hard code a value in, this should be 2 times slower, but it's like a shitload slower.
Where's the compounding use of that value hiding?
I think I'm hold on. Let's see what this does. Okay, this is interesting. I did press save, right? Here, I hard-coded translate speed 1 should be the same as 1.0 minus, or divided by 240, right? Let me make sure I didn't fuck up anything. I was messing with the timing before. Mamma mia. Original FPS 24, our time 3240. Go to translate. Speed. Oh, time speed scale. What? I did it. Translate. God damn it. What the hell's wrong with this? Speed scale. Original FPS 24 divided by 240. 0.1.
Don't tell me that this shader doesn't exist. Shader entry point exists. I promise you, I wrote it.
I hate when shit like that happens. Do you ever like when you, especially when you're... Go ahead.
I pulled changes from the depot that I guess must have overwritten something that I did.
Ah. But you ever like, say you're working all day and stuff and you're kind of brain fried and something like that happens, you start questioning your sanity?
Oh, yeah, constantly.
I think my whole speed scale calculation is wrong. So if you're running internally at 240 hertz, right? And the old game updated one frame every 24 frames a second. So you like, so you just add one. In the new one, you would be 1 divided by 240, right?
Yes.
Oh, I must have typed in something wrong. It came out to the same thing.
Nope, Perforce just didn't shelve my changes to that one. Cool. Awesome. Guess I get to rewrite that.
Oh, that's 0.1. Yeah, okay, so
Did
1 times 0.1.
Did somebody fucking move it?
Something is wrong here. Time speed scale. 24 divided by 240. 0.1.
Dick move.
How could this be so wrong? Let's try. I'll try. I speed divided by 240.0. What in the God's name is going on here?
Fucking criminal has done this.
This is one of those rabbit hole things again.
Yeah.
And I am questioning my sanity right now, because how the hell would everything else work? If I was so wrong about my speed calculations. Unless I didn't save a file or something. Original FPS, our time.
Oh,
Fixed rate high, 240.
son of a fuck. Okay. Fine, everything's fine. I'm not mad, you're mad.
They're coming to take me away.
Wee.
This does not make any sense. 24 divided by fixed rate high. Oh, just so I'm not going crazy. I'm gonna recompile the whole goddamn thing again. Maybe there was some precompiled header or something, who knows?
Often, yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, 1 divided by 240, or an internal frame rate, that would be right, because
Having a normal one.
this can only mean one thing.
Hotline bling.
Oh. It's definitely one of those days where I feel like I'm going crazy. Fuck, did it work before? What the fuckity fuck? There's 2 speed things? What the fuck is this?
What indeed?
Gotta be a typo somewhere. There's no other explanation. Let me resave this file. divided by 240, 0.1. That doesn't make sense. The speed scale's just totally wrong. How the fuck did it even work? This explains a lot. I mean, that's why if it was 0.1 as the scaling factor, that would explain why the animations are going too fast. But why do the ships move fine? I mean, everything should be faster then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Fixed rate high. Let me make sure I'm working on the right files. Do you ever do that? You have like files loaded from a different folder and you've been editing the wrong ones?
Yes.
Remixed. Okay, they're all the same files. This doesn't make sense. What I called it then.
I promise the entry point is defined. I defined it. I was the one who did it.
I do that. I say that stuff to myself when something doesn't matter. I know it makes sense.
No, I didn't. I didn't define it. Oh, fuck me. Okay. What was that one supposed to be? First pickle shader. I'm not gonna. Am I gonna?
Our time.
How did this ever work?
Oh.
So that's the same as the vehicle one.
Get performance frequency. That gets a higher resolution than 1,000 milliseconds, right?
Yes.
By how much?
I don't remember. I want to say it's a nanosecond timer, but that's just...
I bet there's got to be something you can call because it'd probably be different on different platforms, maybe.
Well, that's sort of the point of the SDL functions, is that they get you something that you can use on anything. Having written cross-platform timer code, it's a pain in the ass.
I can imagine.
Uh,
Yeah, because here I'm doing the 1.0 divided by the fixed rate high, which is right. I think. But this
sorry.
This time is based on different values. Tick delta. Well, here I know how to do. INT count 0. Count plus plus.
It'll count plus plus.
And we'll see how many times it goes through. This is kind of intriguing, actually. I mean, it's kind of amazing that if I was doing some of the calculations wrong, that it actually worked or seemed visually to work. Because the difference is night and day. All right, let's start it going. I'm just going to... Count 1. What the fuck is going on here? The count should be 240. Prove I'm not going crazy. It's only updating once. Oh, wait, let me think about this. Oh, that might be right. If I set it to 24 frames a second, then the count should be 240. Oh, I think I'm thinking about this wrong. I don't think there's an error in this. I think I'm way overthinking this shit. Let's make everything 24 again. Yeah, no bots today. I think what's going on is YouTube finds a way to ban them, and then they find a trick to get back through. Or maybe every so often, YouTube system like goes through and scans the thing and boots all those bots, and then they got to remake their accounts, and that's why there's days where it's down, and all of a sudden it's all back. Uh-oh, this is not making any sense. Count is still 1. There's something not compiling, or I mean, there's something going crazy here. The fixed rate high is 240. Yeah, but the game's really running it. What? Oh, did V-Sync? I forget.
I think the last time I saw it, you had left VSync on.
I'm checking. Yeah. Reset VSync. Just for the hell of it, let's see if that affects anything. The iguana's going crazy.
Traitorous beast.
No, it didn't affect it at all. So it's okay. It's nothing to do with that. This is wrong. I think I'm going to La La Land here. I was totally wrong.
Classic Scott.
Being called double test rules. Let's see what that value is. .1. If it's running like, say, 1,000 frames a second. Yeah, taking that Unisom stuff to sleep worked, but it affects your thinking. I'm finding simple concepts hard to figure out today. Here's my paper. Oh yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah. So in the old game, it's 24 frames a second. If you added 1 to the current frame, that'd be 1 frame 24 times a second. So basically, the animation would run 24 frames a second. Now if you're at 240... No, I think that math's right. The problem is somewhere else. Again, 1 second, it would equal 24. So 24 times... Oh, no. 0.1 equals... No, that doesn't seem right. No. $24. No, the 0.1 thing is right. Oh. Maybe if I just stare at the old code long enough, it'll come to me. Oh no, anim. So yeah, this we could call 24 frames a second the old code. 24 frames would an animation play 24 frames. And that's exactly what it's doing now. Just for the fucking shit of it, I'm gonna put this back in. Oh, shit, there's no easy way to do this, is there? And there's no smoke. Oh. This reminds me of that stupid that value that I was subtracting. I forgot what it was in the enemy thing that made no sense. I know this is going to make sense eventually, but oh,
Eventually is the key word.
I just want to pick up this fucking computer and throw it out the window right now.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Remember what I said this morning? I should have done the animation things first because it's a simpler API. Turning out to be the most complicated part of doing this so far. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm doing things that don't seem logical, or was doing things 28 years ago. Or how many years is it now? $2022 minus 94. 28, yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just gotta walk around or something.
Yeah.
getting cold in here, man. I got me some olives. Is there a way in DOSBox to slow the game down?
Yeah. In DOSBox X, there's a menu. And there's a CPU menu where you can set the number of cycles. You can reduce that number. There's a corresponding hotkey in regular DOSBox, but I don't remember what it is.
To see the animations go really slow might give me an insight to what's freaking going on. This doesn't make sense. I think there's something I'm missing in the original DOS code. I'll probably... Player flag equals player flag. I'm not undoing that. Start anim. Shame, shame, shame. Has it been 2 hours already? It feels like I don't even know what it feels like. I ate all my olives already. I have more healthy snacks around.
I don't even know what the fuck I have here to eat.
Move down. Wait a second here. Let's look at this old code here. That whole ADIR thing. So move down is what? Move down is 2. Okay, that's right. 0, 1, 2. Okay, I thought it was like adding 1 and subtracting 1.
Mercifully now.
Oh, I forgot to just put it back to the old way. Fuck. Whoa, no, I don't want to do that. Let's get rid of that shit. Delete, 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 delete. Oops, not that much. I think I just figured it out.
How many times we've heard that?
Mm-hmm. Whoa! Is it about a billion? Oh wait, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Hold on. That's it. Maybe.
Looking pretty good.
There's too many of them though. What else did I fuck up? There's probably some other test shit in here somewhere. Curve frame, blah blah blah, that's there.
Is it creating the number of them, like the multiplicative factor of them more than it's supposed to, that you're rendering the screen by vertically?
Say that again. That's a lot of words to take in.
Sorry, yeah. So you're rendering the screen, what, 3 times, 4 times taller than?
Yeah, the 4
original?
times or whatever. 2 times 3, 3 times. 200. No, what's 2 divided by 6? 6 times bigger.
Makes sense.
That's
Okay,
that's
so
that's not the issue though.
right. Okay, yeah. Well, I just wondered if I wondered if something was based off
No,
that number.
it's you can change that. That's totally separated from the coordinate system and everything.
Yeah.
There's some little like so if I add translate speed 1 when its smoke time equals 1.0, that means 24 frames have expired. So this should be the right value. 20, unless I calculated that wrong. 24. Oh no. Oh wait. 1 divided by 24. 0.416. 66666. Just comment that out for a second.
Well,
Maybe that is right though. It's just more frames a second, so you're seeing more. Just the trails look really long.
yeah, they feel about twice as long as they should be. Right? Like I feel like in the DOS version, if you're just holding down the button, there's at least a gap between them.
Yeah, here, let's run it again. I've got the thing loaded up.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my brain like filling it in because it was 28 years ago. But
It seems like to be a third the tall of the screen, but there's more. It's running at a higher frame rate now, so
yeah.
oh, here's another test I could do. I'll run it. I'm going to set it back to 24 frames a second and see what it looks like. Yeah, I got to go back and check a bunch of code. I use that greater than 1.0 thing, thinking that's 1 frame, but that's 24 frames. So it'll explain why some things are slower than they are.
Yep.
I think I know where the problem is. Yeah, that looks almost like it. But I think I took out something. Hold on. Yeah. The 1 divided by 60 is that it's not based on a frame rate. I mean, it's running like 1,200 frames a second right now. See, yeah, that looks right. I think it is right. It's just that at the higher frame rate, it's just showing more, just like the shots, how they look at 24 frames a second. You just see a shot every 4 frames. But at the higher frame rate, you can actually see it moving,
Yeah. But like, so if you hold the button down. Oh, sorry. This is the new game. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's running 24 frames a second right now. Or being updated internally.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that looks. It still feels like there's more space between them, but I guess if they're moving based on frame rate.
Well, they're both the same now. They're both
Yeah.
24. Hold on, let's get another gander.
Yeah, I mean, I get at 240. I guess it just looks visually different because they can update more.
Well, you know what's wrong? It's the again. I'm still. Hold on. Right now they're both at 24. There's no 240 anymore right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So this value, adding this here to the frame rate, I got to come up with a better way of calculating the frames. This is not right. I can't use the speed thing for that. The animations are lasting longer than they are. That's why they look bigger at a higher frame rate.
Yeah, okay, that'd do it.
This is a mind fuck. But like this value, I gotta make a global variable, or I mean global value, like to calculate this on the fly. That's one frame, right, not 1.0, and I used 1.0 everywhere. I was totally misthinking that. So there's probably a lot of little things that are off just a tad. It's totally irrelevant to the monitor's refresh rate. So let me. I have never. This reminds me of this one time because that Unisom stuff that makes you sleep is a antihistamine, right? Like an allergy medicine.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day when I was like my first job, and I was also going to college at the same time, the only allergy medicine back then made you sleepy, but it also gave you brain fog. And
yeah, I hate that shit.
I know. I was at work, and my friends I went to school with were going to come over to where I worked at the office because they use the computers, and we're going to do our homework. But anyways, I couldn't think. And it's just like now. It's like I remember yesterday I could figure out like a certain level of things, and today I can't. But I remember being all paranoid, like, oh my God, they all came here, and I'm like trying to force myself to think, but it's like I couldn't. I'm not taking that shit anymore. It got me to go to sleep at 12. I just got to stay with that going to sleep at 12 thing now. For like a week, and then I'll up it to 11. That would be the perfect thing, 11 to 7. Yeah, up until I started working at home, I was really more of a early person. I remember I used to get up like during school and stuff at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I kind of miss it, just for it to change. If nothing else, to change, because life is getting very redundant. All right, I need paper now. I gotta figure this out. So, we're updating frames of animation. This means all the frame animations are wrong in the whole damn game.
You fool.
Say now it's updated at 24. Okay, I'm gonna go to debugger. I gotta go to debugger. Anims. Step equals 1, that's correct. But it looks shorter at 24 frames a second than it does. Oh, I can't wait to get all the old classic stuff done with it. Just work on a thing like a modern damn, game.
Yeah.
Oh, is this trying to make it work like the old version? Oh. It's like stuck in traffic. You're late to a meeting. You got a flat tire, and your car is like so dated you can't even fill it up with gas because they don't sell regular gas anymore.
That's a very apt description.
Yeah. Oh. Hold on. So, let's go back to 240. I know what the answer is going to be. It's going to be 0.1. Translate. No, our time. Not your time, but our time. 30. 240. So it works as expected. Yeah, it's only a frame rate. I'm doing this math wrong. I can't use speed, translate speed for everything. Hence the name speed, not animation. Way too long. The animation, yeah, it's going way too slow. The animations. So.
Well, that seems like a problem that's solvable.
Yep. Things about bugs like this, though, it's not fun.
No. Definitely not.
In a way, it is, because once I solve it, I'll make a function that does the, just for the animation routines instead of.
Yeah.
Just I can't grasp the whole thing in my head at the moment. Maybe a piece of paper will help.
Usually.
Show. It's updating at 240 frames a second. Right now, it's per second, but that's wrong. It's got to be per frame. So what value... let me think about that. 40... Let me play around with the calculator. I wish I could find my damn calculator. Something about holding a calculator, it just makes more sense. It's like figuring out math on paper versus like, typing it in on the computer. It just feels more natural.
Yeah.
I had a calculator. I don't know what I did with it. I had multiple calculators. Okay, so one frame.
Still have my graphing calculator from
1 divided by
junior high.
24. I bet you that's it. That's the same fucking value. Oh my God, I got it. This makes so much sense now. Well, let me just hard code this in. Times 1.0 divided by 24.0. Whoops, I deleted it. Taking bets.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got it.
No.
Oh.
I'm close, though. I'm close. I'm on to the right idea. God, it sounds like it would be right. One second is 24 frames. Dividing it by 24, you'd think that would be it.
Grab this king.
Oh, for shits and giggles, let's put it back the way it was and take. No, it didn't work. I'm close though. I'm onto something here. That's too short. I had to try.
Worth a shot.
Translate speed. Speed is 240 divided by 24, 0.1. Zero 0.1 times 240. It's 24, right? So in 200 and... no, it's 24 frames a second. 1 divided by 24. I almost got it.
I have faith in you.
Have faith in the heart. It's a long road getting from here to there.
Wow. I do not have faith of the heart.
You know what that's from, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We shall not speak of it.
I don't mind that intro. I hated when they changed it, trying to be, because people were complaining about it, and then they changed it like near the last season, and they made it even worse.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, watch like the later seasons. It's like the first 3 seasons are one way, and the other ones are another way.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's like the only Star Trek intro that was ever changed ever. Enterprise got a bad rap, though. I liked Enterprise.
It was okay, you know?
The problem was, I mean, we were all, like, you know, people online and stuff, all we was talking about it, and we liked it and stuff, but then they would switch, it would stop airing for, like, a couple weeks, and you'd forget about it.
Yeah.
And then they switched the days it was aired on, and you'd lose track of it. I mean, that's why it failed. It wasn't, like, because people didn't like it. I don't think they were screwing it up.
Yeah, they someone at the network had it out for that show.
And now, if you go back and watch it, it's just as good as any other Star Treks.
Yeah, it's got that same feel, right? Like it's still that old sort of Star Trek feel.
Yep.
Which is what we're missing these days.
Yeah, I don't like the new Discovery. Picard's okay, but it's going to lose that nostalgia feeling after another season.
Well, it's got the same fundamental problem that Discovery does, right? Like it's this long form arc. Right? There's no monster of the week. There's no like there's one deep philosophical question per season.
Yeah, it's like one big long story
in the head repeatedly until, do you get it? Do you understand?
Yeah, each episode, and sometimes they have the two episode ones or the season finale that would start the story, then would finish it next season and leave you hanging all summer.
It was fun, right? It just used to be fun.
Yeah, it's like a feel good. Like if you're feeling down or you want to be happy, watch Star Trek, the old Star Trek. The new one's like excuse to bring in action. They overcomplicate the spaceships, like that whole I hate when it's like Minority Report when they bring up this like tech stuff and they got holograms and they're waving their arms around, steering the ship and shit. It's like things get simpler, not more complicated.
Yeah.
That's the thing that drives me about the Expanse too. They got joysticks. They're still flying by joysticks. The SpaceX can dock itself with the International Space Station today. In 350 years, I think most spaceships probably be self-driving.
You would hope so, right?
And they bring up that all the engines got flames and stuff, but the ships are so small. There's no way they could carry enough fuel. Like the engine is like 1/5 the size of the whole ship. It doesn't make sense. I don't think they just, sometimes I can see that in games too. I'm doing it in Raptor. You make things you just pull it out of your ass. And you don't really think how it really works in the real life, No,
it's just supposed to look cool, right?
But you could do both. Like in Raptor, I never liked the whole shooter having you die, then you get another ship thing. Like, where does this other ship come from? So I put the shields in.
Yeah.
Or the one thing that Apogee wanted to put in was the boss meter, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. This boss meter, make an excuse for it, and that's why I come up with the damage scanner or whatever, because that made more sense to me.
Yeah. I always figured if you wanted to have lives, I guess, right? Yeah, you'd have a shield. And then when the shield pops, there's a mega bomb or whatever the hell every vertical shooter has that just clears the screen, right? Shield pops, it uses one of those, it clears everything out. That's it, right? Cool. Wait. Your shield is now down, don't die.
Oh, you mean when your shield goes down to kill, it's like a mega bomb going off?
Yeah. Right, that would be, I think, a reasonable approach to it.
It's almost like Diva, when you get back in the mech, it you're vulnerable for a second, but it gives off a damage of you getting in, so you could use that if you get in fast enough and it kills people around you.
Yeah, exactly. Right, it's just some explanation for okay, your health meter depleted and you didn't die.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't know when I made Raptor is, even though I played a lot of shooters, I never put 2 and 2 together. I didn't learn it until Demon Star. The point is to keep the player going from full health to almost dying, then back up and down, over and over. And that's what makes, I made it out of that, and that rewarding feeling. Raptor has it sometimes, but not much.
Yeah, you're just waiting.
Yeah, it's mostly underpowered or overpowered, and the only real draw is to save your money to buy the next thing.
Biting your nails, all of your muscles are tensed, trying frantically not to die, and then you get that shield power up, and it's okay, fine, I'm back in it.
Or a health bonus or something.
Yeah, a health bonus, yeah. It's okay, I can keep going, we're good. We made it.
Okay, 1 divided by 24 is too slow. And 1 divided by 240 is probably too fast. Oh, I gotta pause this. I gotta burp. Whoa, yeah, that's
Too fast.
too slow.
Oh.
And he's out of...
Wow. Yeah, not so much. Use the reciprocal. Use the reciprocal.
Oh. It's related to the frame rate. It's being updated 240 times a second. So 240. I'm really having a hard time thinking today. And I'm not tired. I'm not... Let me draw a picture on my paper. So we got 240 hertz, which is 1 second. So that's 240 divided by 24 is that comes back to that 0.1 thing. Zero 0.1.
That's because you're running at 10 times the frame rate, right?
Yeah. I almost got this. It's like one of those things you're trying to make the connections in your head. I almost got this. So the subsection. So 0.1 is the value per frame. 0.1. So what if... times 0.1? There. It's not the... I mean, that's not going to be the way I use it in the final thing, but I think that's the right way. Nope, too fast. If I'm doing that on all the frames, that might be totally wrong. $24. So all the animations are updating at 24 frames a second, but it's not now. Okay, almost got it. So... 1 divided by 24... So 1 frame... Is it... Okay. Zero 0.416666, whatever, that's... One frame, right? I forget, what did 1.0 divided by 24 make it too fast or too slow? Let's see here. I almost got this.
You're looking for how much to update the animation?
Yeah,
You want to multiply it by 0.1.
I tried that. That's what it was doing. That'll make it equal 1.0 after 24 frames, or after 1 second. 1 second, yeah. That's
Right.
So it's 1.0 divided by 24. Oh shit!
Oh, shit. All right. Oh, because we're doing the update per frame.
That's going to be too slow. Let me just, hold on. I'll get this.
That's yeah, whatever the old value was times.
Yeah, that's not it. Wait, let me. So, yeah, you got 240 times a
Right.
second,
Yeah.
but 240 divided by 24 is whatever, 0.1. So in 0.1 seconds, you have to add enough to make it 1.0,
Right.
which is.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I know, right? if
How many professional programmers does it take to do division?
I can't keep the whole thing in my head today, I just can't.
Yeah, I know.
So 1.0 so 1.0 or 0.1. It can't be this simple. I mean, it seems like it's almost 50% slower. That would kind of make sense. No. I thought it was. I'm losing. See, I can't remember. Slightly off.
Loading. What the hell is going on here? If only I had RenderDoc running, then could see. Oh wait, I totally do.
Oh, I got a message.
Oh wow, no meetings. No meetings.
Yeah, what's with all the meetings, man? Are they?
No, it's just the hazards of working for a large studio who are all working remotely right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's very difficult to keep on top of stuff. So
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one working at home now.
yeah.
I forget that you're still at home.
Yes, we are. Wait. Reload the page, you fucking coward.
Six has got nothing in common with anything. This is 240 times a second divided by 24 is 0.1. So every frame should be updated one every 0.1 seconds. Maybe this is not wrong. Yeah, 0 to 40. I don't think that's wrong. So in 240 frames, oh, wait, for 1 second. No, that's right. It's right the way it is. Something else is wrong. That's with that speed thing, speed 1, translate speed 1. Because if that's 0.1, 0.1 times 240 equals 24. In 1 second, it'd be 24. That's right. I'm overthinking this.
Sounds right.
Yeah, the error's somewhere else.
That's what I thought.
No, when a bug takes this long, you start going into obscure routes, you know? It's like the madman writing on the padded wall with a marker, you know?
Yeah. Truly it is.
And it's not bad every so often to rethink your thinking, just in case you got something base thing wrong.
Yeah, but no, in this case you were right.
But is this wrong? So every 0.1, I want to release another smoke trail.
See, that's the part that felt wrong to me. It felt like there's too many of them.
That might be it. But it works at 24 frames a second. I mean, there's something wrong on my timing somewhere, obviously.
Yeah. I think we agree on that.
Smoke time. This is the one that's got to be to 24 frames. So, I want to release one every frame, which would be 1.0 divided by 24, right? That's that same number. If I make that number smaller, it's going to release more.
So if you were releasing one every, let's say, frame.
Yeah, the old game was releasing one smoke ring every frame.
Right, okay. So you need to release one every 10 frames.
Where do you get the 10 number from?
Because you're running it at 10 times the frame rate.
Oh, yeah, you're right. this stem number keeps coming up. 4.166. Oh. 0.1. So yeah, if I make it 1.0, that is every 10. 0.1 times 10 is 1. I've been chasing ghosts all day. I know you're trying to help, dude. It's really like that's totally wrong.
I haven't even been looking at the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no reason anyone should feel bad for tossing out suggestions. Sometimes it's just like, you don't even have to be right. Sometimes you just say something.
Oh, I know, and it triggers.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it makes you think of something in a different context.
Yeah.
The smoke trails are screwed up, Dust Gamer. This is going to sound stupid, but wait, I just got to try it. I'm not translating something right from the old frame rate to the new frame rate, which is, could be anything. Whoa.
That's a tricky one.
I'm just going to try hand-coded values. I'm going to go from 0.9 down to 0.5 and just see what looks close.
See what's correct, yeah.
And then maybe it'll go, oh, that value.
That looks an awful lot like this. Yeah, yeah.
But that's not enough. Let's go to 0.7. You know, it could be just a total mind thing with a different frame rate. I mean, it could be right.
Yeah. That's not impossible. Which is very annoying to think about, but...
Yeah, 1.0 just sounds right. I mean, 1.0, it adds speed 1, translates speed 1, which is 0.1. Every 10 times it goes through the loop, it releases another thing. Let me put this all back and then put the frame rate back to the old original frame rate. I did not foresee today going this way.
Yeah.
See, that looks right. But it's like, it's weird because I bunch up. You know, the other way, they're all spaced out evenly. It doesn't make sense. I mean, that looks pretty damn like the DOSBox version.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks correct.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I wish I could shoot on both at the same time, but... Then I go back to 240 frames a second and all hell breaks loose. It's always in God mode at the moment. Yeah, that's not right. There's some simple concept. I say that almost every stream when I go crazy. But there's like some little thing I'm missing here.
This is the process. You know? So you sit there and you bash your head against something that feels like it should be easy. You do that for long enough, and then eventually you give up. You go do something else. You realize that it was easy. You come back and you get it on your first try. How the game works.
That's definitely not it. No, I just feel that 1.0... Wait a second here. Wait. Oh, it goes back to that number, 0 point whatever. And this feels like it's right. No, it can't be. It's too small. I don't know, 0.01. Wait, 240. Cool, thank you. Just slow going today. What time is it? 5:06. Hold on a second, real quick. Oh, that's why it's cold in here. All right, I'm back. I didn't know my friend left.
Fucking friend.
Um. Ooh, I keep burping. So, I want to release a smoke thing 24 times a second. Since it was every frame, right?
Yes. Second is now 240 frames.
Yeah, the shareware heydays were the fun days.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to software. God, I used to have a phone bill for like $300 a month.
I am sad I missed that era.
My parents made me get my own phone line because they didn't want me calling in long distance to shareware creations every day.
Yeah.
Or software creations, I say shareware.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. The audience may not have.
It was such a struggle to get something. I mean, you had to download it, take a long time. You're guilty about spending so much money on the phone bill, and then oh, I got this game, or it sucks. Remember, back in the pirate sites, like in the 80s, you'd have to get points, so you get to upload like something to get points, and I would just take something junk and rename it as something like a game that everybody wanted. I have to keep making new accounts, but I get the points and stuff to download something that I get it, and the next time I log in and be like, "You asshole, you uploaded this shitty ass game and called it like Punch Out or something."
Man, it's a good thing you made a game people liked.
Smoke time. So if I can do it once a second, that's wrong. I'm gonna do it once an old frame.
Otherwise, you tell stories like this and people just be like, man, what an asshole.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, now shareware is like basically indie, so that's not it. Not that. The guy from Tron 2.
Yeah.
What's this for? Is it a weapon?
Anything's a weapon if you try hard enough.
How about I guess you're right. Track, you mean the soundtrack, the music? Well, the problem with today is the market's just saturated. I mean, now because of Unity and UE4 and stuff, I mean, there's just everybody and their brothers churning out games. And most of them suck. Zero 0.1, so I want to get it. Oh yeah, no problem, dude. It's cool that I found the source and all that to that. I still, for the life of me, can't remember why the hell I made Raptor. I was working on the second sword at the time. I don't have the memory of like, oh hey, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna make a, I think I was just bored one day or something.
2.
Yeah, basically, I took the code from Galactics and just made a demo, and I showed Apogee and they liked it, and that kind of, just how it started. I think I don't remember. I remember working on it in my bedroom at home at my parents' house. Me and the Tim guy, the art guy, would be sitting in there. What you say?
Oh, I'm real glad Raptor ended up looking the way it did compared to that demo.
Oh, I used to hate those shit. I used to call them the banana ships and all kinds of things. I wanted it to look grungy and stuff. God,
Yeah.
The art guys were getting kind of aggravated with me because I kept having to do it over. I mean, I really wanted it to look like Raiden, like I wanted animated boss ships and shit.
Yeah.
It was just impossible at the time. I mean, it wasn't impossible, but I could have spent another 4 years on it too, and it would have been old. It wouldn't have had an impact like it did releasing it when it, Yeah, it was called Mercenary until I saw Jurassic Park in Dallas, and I walked out of the theater and I'm like, Raptor. Raptor means bird of prey. That's the name. That's about when I'll be done. 2029. Especially bugs like this keep coming up. time is it? 5:15. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Should I thaw the chicken wings, or should I should make my rice before it goes bad. I hate wasting food. Yeah, the old hanger, that first version of the hanger was hand drawn, and then the one that we wound up using, I drew like this thing called Design CAD. I made like a hanger in 3D, and I rendered it in solid colors, and then the same guy that drew that original hanger drew over the solid colors, but it was like laid out for 3D. Because that the view that it was at really did. The what? I didn't hear what you said. I talked over you.
Whatever, just using like base text.
What?
Oh, sorry, like to do a paint over of a 3D render, right? So to hand draw over
like rotoscoping or whatever.
Those always look real good.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like the layout of the other one didn't really work. I mean, wasn't at the right angle, and this needed to have like equal screen space for the hanger and the store door, you know. Okay, send me a hat. I'll wear it. I got to get like random Raptor, like something other than what's on the Patreon thing, and have it here and like randomly like give people like gifts.
One second.
Why can't I get this? Look at this rationally. What if I made it 48 frames a second? Yes, this is a good idea. Cool. Take a picture of it. I gotta solve this today. If this goes past today, it's gonna turn into a nightmare. Yeah, there's something wrong with the frame rate, man. Way up the road. Oh wait, it's still 2.4. Hold on. 1.0. This will be easier to visualize. Oh yeah. It doesn't look... It looks twice as big at double the frame rate. Twice the frame rate. So wait a second. If I put this at 0.5... All right, checking it out. Here, I'll put a picture on the. I'll load it up here. There he is. Vape, I swear, in every picture you look like a different person. Yeah, so at 48 frames a second. So 24 divided by 48 is 0.5, obviously, yes. So it'd still be 1.0. Maybe this is just right and it's an illusion because it's running at a super high frame rate.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
This whole day might be spent chasing a ghost. I put it at 48 frames a second now, just to see, you know, because it's easier to comprehend in your head when you're trying to figure it out. But it still looks wrong. They're too spaced out.
Do you fire the same number of missiles in a second?
Well, right now I'm just shooting one at a time, and
Like,
it looks different than the DOS version.
I don't think it looks that much different than the DOS version.
It's longer. You know, I should really get like Nuki's version, and then even if it's a pain in the ass, get it running in Watcom just to have like a version I could. I don't know if that'd be its own hell. I had to Google.
How do you determine when to stop spawning smoke? Is it just when the missile disappears, or?
Yeah, just when the missile's alive.
Okay.
Once it goes off the screen, it gets deactivated.
It stops spawning them. So either they're staying on screen longer, or it's spawning more of them.
Yeah.
Or it's spawning them more frequently.
Or it's not spawning them fast enough because it's longer. The trail is longer. I wish I could go back and up the old Raptor to like 60 frames a second, you know. But see, like there's only like maybe like 5. The trail totally is about a third of the height of the screen, maybe a fourth. It's hard to tell. But in the new one, wait, let me quit. I don't want to quit the DOS box yet.
Face is different. What did I fuck up now?
This makes sense. It's got to be right. I mean, think about it. It's twice the frame rate, right? So the update speed would be 0.5. So every 2 frames, it would be greater than 1.0, right? Ah, cool. This seems right. It's not a It's always screwed up. It never shows an accurate amount. There was like more than 10 people here the other day, and it said 1 viewer. Maybe you should just give us a rest and work on something else. But I can't. I hate leaving something undone. Yeah, so think when you got like a bunch of people in yours, DOS Gamer, you probably got like twice as many for real. I mean, how can it not tell how many people are watching it unless there's any of you pausing it or anything?
I mean, mine keeps dropping off. Like, I keep losing time, right? So I wonder if I wonder if it buffers and you get behind. So if you're not technically viewing live, I wonder if it stops showing you as a viewer.
Yeah, maybe. But still, they don't even have to like check the stream. They could just say, this guy's chatting in this channel. He's logged in his account. I mean, you know how many people are there. How hard could it be? It seemed to be more accurate. This problem seemed to come up late. Or maybe it's something with the bots or something. Who knows? I think they fucked up their whole thing.
I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe like people were also maybe like using those bots to like up their view count, and they're trying to like, people are getting falsely flagged as being real viewers or something.
Right. Maybe they're just very conservative about what they.
It just seems, I mean, being a programmer, it just seems like a simple way. You know who's in the chat. They're logged into their account that they're chatting. I don't think you can chat if you're not logged into your YouTube account, right? Or maybe are any of you in multiple chats at the same time on YouTube? Oh my God. Dude, you look at this code. I can tell you what the problem is right now, I think. Maybe? No. I don't know. I got it, dude. I bet $100. You looking at the stream? Here, look where my cursor is. Okay. I said it resets. Smoke time equals 0, and then it adds to it right away. Else, I bet that's it.
I don't care if it's one line. Please put the braces in.
No, it still don't look right. In fact, it looks more fucked up. I think that's a clue, though. No, it's like, did it change another number? No, it's 1.0, okay.
It certainly looks more correct. It looks like it's spawning them at the right interval. Right, because you're not getting that double update on the frame where it resets.
I don't know, it still doesn't look right. Let me think about this. It comes through the first time. It's above 1.0.
It should add whatever it was above 1. Like, it should add the remainder.
Well, here, I'm going to do a test. We know it's double the frame rate now, right?
Yeah.
So plus equals 0.5. So the first time through, it's 0. Now it'll be every 3 frames. I think maybe this was right without the else. Or, I mean, you have to do 0.5 here. Then it comes through the next time, checks nothing, adds 0.5, then it's equal. That looks closer. Hardcore abilities. Still too long though. Hold on, I gotta do some major just staring at the old DOS version here. Is there any hotkey to make this like twice as big?
I think you got to change the scaler. I don't know. This is why I use DOSBox X.
What's the difference, DOSBox?
It's a fork that incorporates a bunch of experimental features, but it also adds just like a nice mouse-driven menu at the top of the window.
Oh, that's probably what I'm thinking. I was wondering what happened to the menu. I was probably running that before.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually running the Steam version now. The Apogee Steam version, which is DOSBox. I never even knew those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are all just basic DOSBox, I think. So that makes sense.
I got a better idea here. Hold on. Oh, no. I never used PC emulator.
Yep.
Isn't that the one that could mimic all the different hardware configurations and shit?
Yeah. One of a few that can do it. But...
Twice the frame rate. The first time it comes through, is it greater than 1? No. Add 0.5. Comes around again. Now it's 1.0. Which is right, every other frame. Whoa, that doesn't look any different. That's scary. Pot of coffee.
There it is. I'm very tired.
I'm awake as hell. I just feel foggy brained. $48. If I capture a screenshot, theoretically they should be spaced 24 pixels apart. Right?
Yeah, if you're spawning one every 24. Or
sorry,
one per second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not 1 per second, it's 24 per second. But am I spawning 24 per second? See, look at the original shot code here. B shot. What do you do here? If smoke every frame, boom. It sends out a smoke every 24 times a second. There's no counter.
That should be once every 10 pixels, right?
Yeah. Why when I, oh, my mouse is touching the monitor. Why is my monitor moving when I move my mouse? I actually get like a bungee. You see those bungee things for the mouse? It holds the mouse cord so it doesn't get like tangled up on anything.
I haven't, but that's very funny.
It's really cool. But you ever playing a game and your like mouse either gets caught on something or like it's the cord's like going over the desk, so it's like the weight's pulling it to, another direction. But this bungee thing like just it's like a spring arm and it holds your cord, so it's always got the same tension.
Seems useful.
Yeah, it's cool. It's only $14. But it was touching the. It's kind of springy, and it was touching the bottom of the monitor, which is now on a arm. What is today? Thursday? Wow, okay. For once I'm not wrong. I tried a few wireless mice. I did not like, I mean, I bought, what was that, the Razer one? I bought it, I returned it the next day. You generally like Razer stuff, but I do not like their mice. Does Logitech even make I like Logitech mice.
Yes. Yeah, they do make wireless mice. They're pretty good. I've got a... What is it?
But does it inherently have to have more lag than a wired one?
Eastern Time Tech wireless mouse that I bought off Amazon for $14. Yeah, there's a little bit of input latency, but it's, I don't know. I feel like it's worth it for not having a whole ass cable running.
Well, that's why. Now that I got the damn that bungee thing, it's totally. The cord never is an issue. And if it gives me 0.001 better milliseconds input lag, I'll take it.
Yeah, fair.
It's like my friend, he used to play Quake, professionally. They would do the craziest things, like overclock the old PS2 mouse.
Yeah.
Always using used to use CRTs up until like just maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is it a refresh rate? Because I mean, they had a higher refresh rate. So it's like the less input lag or less reaction time lag or whatever you call it. Well, now like with this guy, I got my monitor at 165 hertz. It's so fucking smooth. I gotta try playing Overwatch at 165.
Good lord.
I doubt the 1080 can keep up with that.
The 165 is a lot to ask of anything, especially at 1440.
Yeah, I'll probably go back to 120. It's just so smooth. I mean, it's like just moving a mouse. It's like, woo.
Buttery. Well, you can run that in your desktop, right? But yeah.
Well, here's the thing, because of what I do, and I'm always chatting with people, I got to tab out of Overwatch a lot. And if you're running that at 60 hertz and the desktop is like 165, it's got to change modes. So then it adds that big screen mode lag, 5 seconds to change and the screen goes black thing. But if the game is the same as, the desktop, then it's an instant. Or I can just hit Alt-Enter and boom, I'm in windowed mode, tab over to Discord, answer a question or Skype or whatever,
Yeah. I mean, if you're running the game in borderless windowed, I just can't remember if current drivers give you the ability to sync differently.
There's a timing option. Like I could set like 120 internally, and it'll use like a timer in Overwatch.
Yeah,
it'll be close to it, but it won't be like perfectly synced. And it's not that buttery smooth feeling like when you're at native, VSync.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, I'd put to turn everything down.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of the quote-unquote pro players of stuff, right, you just run at low settings anyways because you want the highest possible frame rate.
Yeah, like my friend used to put like the Quake down in like almost solid colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Back
when it didn't verify your data files and you could just give all your enemies bright pink textures so you could see them
that shit.
Shoot them in the face. Yeah.
Or they change the alpha of the walls and shit or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that required a game that respected alpha values on.
That was Modern Warfare I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
I heard people say you could download a texture pack and then you could see through the walls then. I'm against cheats in games. Or I cheated once in a game, not a multiplayer game, Bard's Tale. I got this unlimited money hack, and it ruined the game for me. What's the point of playing a challenge if you're going to cheat? There's no challenge.
Yeah. Well, okay, so single-player games, I don't care, man, right? Like,
well, that ruined it for me. It gave me unlimited. I've spent so much time in loving Bard's Tale. The minute I got unlimited money, I stopped playing it in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of got to know whether that's the experience you want or not. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a problem offloading that responsibility upon the player, right? Because there's like this huge argument right now about whether games should have like easy modes or not, or whether you should be able to like skip boss fights or something, right? Like if
I don't think
you're playing Sekiro or Assassin's Creed or whatever, and you just bashed your face against this boss fight for like 6 hours. It's like, well, I can either stop playing the game or should I have some means of just...
Well, if it takes that long to kill a boss, it might be called poor game design. Like, who really wants to fight a boss that long?
No, nobody is the thing, right? So, yeah, you can, as a game designer, right, just including these things under, I guess, as accessibility features, right? Like, who knows why your player can't beat that boss, right? But the question is, should they not be able to enjoy the rest of the game because of this one encounter that you've designed that either they can't figure out or they can't physically do?
Well, you also got to think, you can make it easier for that one person that might quit the game, but that might make 10 other people get disinterested in the game for making it, they have an easy way out and not,
Well, right. I mean, that's why it's an option. And I mean,
but knowing that option's there, it's like Worlds of Warcraft. I had so much fun trying to save. I was on this beach trying to get like this one purple thing. One time I go, fuck it. I went on one of those sites and ordered like 300 gold, for $30, and I got it. And I totally lost interest in that game. I'm against that kind of stuff from personal experience.
In online games, absolutely not, right? Like those experiences need to be consistent just by nature of online gaming. Because then, you're running into a situation where making it easier for one person ruins it for everybody else. That's stupid. That's not that's a poor decision. Single player games, I don't know. Like, if you're the kind of person who enjoys a challenge and you're looking at that option that says disable the challenge and you don't realize that it's going to ruin the game for you, then maybe this is a learning opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tossed up with it.
Yeah, it just depends what kind of game it is, right? I just feel like there's a predisposition among game designers to gravitate towards, no, there should only be one kind of experience, and it's the experience that I envisioned, and if other people don't like it too bad.
Well, I kind of think like that, but I see it more like a Demon Star. You said depth to the person. Like, if they're doing really good and acing it, it would make it harder. You know what I mean? And if they're doing really bad, it would give them breaks.
Yeah,
I'd rather design the game around. I'd rather design the game around varying types of players than press this button to make it buy.
Sure, that's cool, right? Like, that's a very reasonable approach to it, and that actually, I think, makes it more interesting. But it just depends what type of game it is. If it's just using. Okay, so when Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out, I had a really bad time with the first major boss fight. To the point where I'm thinking, like, am I supposed to lose this? But then there's, like, the super brutal cinematic of your character being murdered. And it's like, oh, too bad, you lose. Do you want to try again? I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So you try it a bunch more times, and it's like, this is really weird. This is a weird choice for the very first time that I have to, like, fight a named character. And so, like, yeah, you can. Maybe that's bad game design. Maybe the encounter was just poor and it was, like, unreasonably hard for where it was in the game. And maybe I should have had more time to get good at it first before having to do that. But it was literally a case of, like, well, I'm just not going to play this now. This game that I've spent $130 on the collector's edition of, and like, Ubisoft don't accept returns for digital goods. So I guess that's a $130 lesson not to buy things from Ubisoft. I feel like if there's no compelling reason not to give players a choice of difficulty or modifiers to things, just do it. If there is, don't, right? Like, if there's a good reason not to do it, then fine. But I feel like a lot of the time it's just no for the sake of no. Like, I'm the game designer, I'm right, so no, do it the way I say.
Well, it goes back to, the game is, especially indie games, are kind of personal. It's like, see, like, we put an option for that. I hate a lot of options. It's like, well, maybe in Star Wars they should have an option, like remove Ben Kenobi. There's a point where the options could ruin the whole game, or like, I don't know. I'd rather just make the game right, and you don't have to have options like that.
Yeah, that's the ideal, right? The ideal is just that nobody has problems with it. But
people always say, like, oh, you make an option for, like, so you could, put the new music with the old music. No music. I'm like, no. The new mode is going to have dynamic music. Or be able to switch modes on the fly. Like, it sounds like a good idea without actually thinking about what it would be causing. But they're going to be two separate games. I mean, how do you handle? Say you bought, like, the dual laser in the classic version, but that doesn't exist in the new version. I mean,
yeah, you can't just switch over in the middle of a level. Or even between levels, right? Like, it's a different game progression. Yeah, no, doesn't make sense.
I might, the PC version, just for like reviewers, I'll give them like a code that they could like make like a split screen. You know, it's like old and new or something, or having that thing go waving back and forth. Maybe there'll be a couple of options, but that's about it. But put options. You can pick this kind of music and that kind of music and rearrange the music. And like, no, Jesus, is this a game or an options menu? You know. Nice to be like
Combinatoric Simulator 2022.
I am a big fan of simplicity, and it's hard because everybody thinks more is better. I mean, it's a common thing, and it's not true. You want to make it intuitive. You don't want to bombard people with things. Not to mention making the game itself and the code all complicated.
Yes,
which will be more bugs, more headaches.
Yeah, and right. So this kind of comes back down to like, is it appropriate for the kind of game that it is? And in the case of smaller games, almost universally no, right? Like if the game design space is small enough that you can kind of keep all of the mechanics in your head, you should be able to balance them such that it's just not a problem, right? What you present to people should just be able to be playable by 99% of people. There's always going to be those handful of people who complain no matter what you do. But it
Sound cut out
should be
for a second.
doable, and it should be fun, right? Sorry?
It's back. That sound problem happened. We're cut out for a second.
Oh, weird. Anyways, yes, small game should be possible to just design it right. Larger games where there's a million people working on them.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know if I trust, every encounter designer in an open world action adventure 3D bullshit whatever to like make a good boss fight.
I lowered it.
I don't know.
Not to cut you off, but I lowered the transparency. It looks more right now. They still look too long though. It's about the spacing is wrong. You know what I got to do? I'm not gonna do it today. I'm pretty much fed up with this right now.
Yeah.
I gotta add the other animations in, like the explosions and shit, because they'll have the same exact problem, and it'll probably be easier to see what the issues are. Like the explosions update at a very slow rate, unlike the at least I think they do. Oh no, all the animations do the same. It's still, lowering the transparency, whatever, to make it still looks cool. I don't like that pattern though. I want it to be like in the new version. It's going to release at the frame rate or at 240 or I don't know, or at 60 times a frame, a second.
Yeah.
At 240, it'd probably be too much. You'd be using like 10,000 billion particles. In the new mode, I might actually make some of the weapons, like especially the missiles, go a little bit slower. Just so you can actually see like it starts building up like thrust and shit.
Yeah.
Like when like a real jet fighter fires a missile, and you can see like this, and it starts off like obviously the same speed as the plane, and then it slowly builds up. Not that we got a lot of room here, but I'm sure I can make it look cooler than just this like barrage of bullshit coming out of this plane.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like the kind of like the dumbfires, right? Like if you actually fire a missile from a plane before it engages the thruster, right?
It falls off.
You want to get it. You want to get it clear of the plane.
Yeah. See, you think about it. This thing's shooting probably like 3 times its weight every few seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it sure is fun.
I forget, did missiles run out? Didn't they have a count in Raptor, or am I thinking Demon Star?
You might be thinking of Demon Star. They did in the Mercenary demo.
Okay.
But I don't think they did by the time Raptor shipped.
Well, I'll keep it the same in classic mode, but yeah, I'm going to rework the whole goddamn thing in the new mode.
Might as well.
I learned quite a few things in 28 years about gameplay. Like I said, the original was basically just, oh, cool idea, let's put it in. There was no thought, you know. It was for some things there was, but that's why, like we after like a year and a half of working at it, the first person that tried it, we could tell they were bored out of their mind, and we went back and had to rework the gameplay like for another 3 or 4 months. I was generally worried when it was released that nobody'd like it. I didn't like it. That's why. I only played Raptor through twice, maybe in my whole life. I just got bored like playing Demon Star, though. Man, I played that like hundreds of times.
Yeah, Demon Star is good. I don't think I've ever actually finished Raptor. The more I look at the later stuff in it now, the more I'm like, I don't remember this.
Yeah, somewhere in there, like the first levels were reworked 1,000 times. If you saw the original levels, they would look like, I mean, the guy did like, I mean, the water looked unnatural. Everything was symmetrical. I mean, it was almost like a dance. You know, da 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 da, ship down to the left. You know, it was like it was totally mirrored. Everything was mirrored. And I was like, dude, I'm like, you gotta lead the player from left to right, right to left. Keep them moving, not standing in one place. Yeah, that guy hated me. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. I think I'm gonna hang it up.
There, yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep early again. Yeah, tonight I'm not taking no Unisom to sleep. I'm gonna still go to sleep at midnight, and then I'm gonna get up at 8, and I'm gonna try to stream all day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, ever since that one day I got up at 6, I kind of got used to it. I'm always like, when I get up, I don't stream for like 4 or 5 hours because I just don't feel sociable. But now that I got over that hump, it doesn't seem like as scary as it, you know. And I was tired as shit. I'm like, should I stream? Then I'm like, I went back to lay down. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And I'm like, fuck, I want to get this over with. Let's stream, even when I'm not enthused. Let's do it. And I messaged Mike, Stroll Art guy. I was like, dude, you want to join me? And he's like, sure. No, we got on, and we're like, good morning, Vietnam.
Yeah.
But now that I got it,
hey, if I don't have somewhere else explicitly to be shouting at people, I'll come shout at you.
Okay. But most of the time, I'm not going to do like I did it today because I'm kind of like foggy brain, but I don't like wearing the headset while I work all day.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It really makes it harder to think. And like my ears are sweating now. You start focusing on things other than work.
Yep.
And I'm like that. Like, oh my god, this light is different. Like when I first started streaming, the lighting I got for streaming was annoying. I'm like, that ain't normal. That ain't there. It was never there in my whole life. I got these 2 suns above my head. Which brings me to a point in sci-fi movies when they have all the like a planet's got multiple moons, but they're kind of like all clumped up when they're like trying to get it so they can all fit in the camera. It's like if those 3 moons were that close together, they'd probably tear the damn planet apart.
Yeah. Gravitational pull. The tide would just be absurd.
Yeah.
Constant tidal waves.
Yeah, there's this like big bulge of the planet every time it like just like yeah, the ocean and it would probably cause earthquakes and shit, you know.
Just a constant disaster movie.
Yeah. Planet X. It's got 12 planets, all the same size as Planet X. I forgot what it was. It was some modern show I was watching the other day, and I was like, they had all these moons. Like, say the camera's looking east, and it was like 4 moons in the sky, only in that direction. All overlapping each other. And big in the sky. I mean, bigger than our moon, you know? So that means they're very close, either that or they're massively huge, like Jupiter or something. Either way, the gravity be fucking that planet 3 ways from Wednesday. So everybody, I'm gonna hang up. Hey, stay here. I'll just end the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Join my Patreon and send me money. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, really, really.